What's up, Instagram? I am here live in the New York Facebook headquarters, coming to you live. We're about to do this awesome, fun Facebook Live. So head over to my Facebook account. It's my Facebook, I guess. It's just Ian Somerhalder Official, I guess. How do I not even know that? Not hard to find. Go to my Facebook. I'll see you there. And we are live on Facebook. What is up? Guys, thank you so much. The show is launched. Viewers is out. I have this trusty little iPad with a bunch of awesome questions from you all. I'm here for you. Thank you for being here with me. Let's begin. All right. Here's my boom. What would be the hardest thing about being a vampire? Never going out into the sunlight, eating only blood, outliving everyone you know. Well, not going out into the sunlight. I could just have a ring. Damon had a ring. Eating only blood. I mean, it keeps you pretty svelte. Outliving everyone you know. I mean, that would really suck, but here's the great thing. You get to get new friends like every 60 years. That would be fun. Not being able to get a tan, skin cancer, it's everywhere. So if I had to say what would be the hardest thing, I would probably say eating only blood, because chocolate cake is just too damn good. If you are a vampire, what would be your preferred animal to shapeshift into and why? Oh, a bat, a rat, a moth, an owl, a wolf, or a fox. Why'd you have to leave out the coyotes? I mean, what is it? Everyone thinks they've seen a wolf until they've seen it next to a coyote. All right, if I could... So here's the deal. I love bats, but they're blind, and I don't want to have to fly around blind. I would be a wolf. I mean, but they have to live outside. They have to live out cold. They basically have to... I don't know. I'd be a wolf. Be a big-ass dog with no natural predators living out in the wilderness. I go with wolf. I could also... Never mind. I'll leave that alone. If you became a vampire, who is the first person you would bite, creating a fellow vampire? Jeez Louise. You know, I think I would probably bite... Oh, Mr. Rogers is dead. You know, I would have to go with... Nah, he's dead too. Can it be a dog? I think it would be my dog. Because honestly, I love people, but you're creating a person who will never leave you ever. Meaning they're going to be sired to you. They're never going to leave your side. And I just don't know. I mean, that's a real commitment. That's a real commitment. I'm going to go with Nietzsche, because she doesn't really shed. She licks her own butt, so she's clean. I don't have to bathe her. And she's my girl, you know? I got to go with her. But my wife and I are both vampires anyway, so she's stuck with me. What would be the worst way to die as a vampire? Sunlight, stake through the heart, decapitation. Not to be confused with Leonardo DiCaprio. Totally different things. Or fire. Fire burns like hell. DiCaprio's too good of an actor. Stake to the heart. It's kind of poetic. Sunlight. Sunlight burns for a second, but you could be in a great... So I always get this question. Do people think that... I always get the question, do you like the ending of Vampire Diaries? Now, obviously, I know we're here talking about V-Wars. But Paul Wesley and I, my brother Stephen, always said that we believed that the brothers should not have been allowed to live, right? They should have died. How? So Paul and I wrote this whole elaborate story, and what it was going to be was the brothers, they know that the world's ending, they know they're going to die. We go down to the Caribbean. We sit on the beach all night drinking this like 60-year-old Barbados rum, right? And as the sun comes up, oh, by the way, Paul added, we're both only in Speedos. And we're drinking this rum, and we're just like reminiscing over the last 170 years of being together and brothers and wanting to kill each other and stealing each other's women. And as the sun comes up, we have our last drink, we have our last shot of this rum. And we look at each other lovingly into each other's eyes, and we toast. And we have our shot. And we take off our rings, and we throw them into the sea. And the sun is coming up, and then we turn to ash. And we disappear. And then to end, the next shot is we're over the lapping water of these two little Speedos, just lapping in the water and going out to sea. And we pull up over the blue ocean. And that would have been the end of the series. Now, I think that is pretty fun one. If you had a vampire cooking show, what would it be called? I did Rachel Ray show yesterday, who's the best. She's amazing. She cooks a lot on that show. So maybe I could be called Rachel's Steak. If bitten by a vampire, which one of these remedies would you prefer? Drink the ashes of a burned vampire. I think I've already done that. Or eating a loaf of bread made from vampire blood. Drinking the ashes of a burned vampire. I mean, I spent my youth in Irish pubs, so I'm pretty sure that I've come pretty close to that. But blood bread, like a blood meatloaf bread, that'd be good. What does your character have in common with the other characters you've played? Not a lot, other than he breathes air. He pees occasionally. Eats some food. This character Luther is, I was excited to play this character. He is a superhero in my eyes, but his superpowers are that he's a great dad, that he's a great scientist, that he's a great husband. Because to me, great scientists, great dads, and great husbands, they really are. I said this before on Facebook. They are superheroes to me, right? Because everything spreads positively in their environments, and I feel like we need more of those men in the world. But Swan, he's a good man, and he's going to be set on a path of insane hell that he's going to have to go through, and I hope you are on this journey with him. I got to wrap it up, but I keep getting asked this too. What is my favorite scene in the show? Well, one of my favorite scenes in the show is Swan, in episode 5, Swan gets trapped he basically goes and finds all these vampires that have been held by this biker gang. And they have been, I can't give it away, but there's a certain type of vampire from Eastern Europe feeds and holds their prey. It's really kind of cool. And they are under this sort of spell, in a way. And I'm on this bus with all these people who are really out of it. And I meet Danica. Danica becomes very much a sort of heroine, anti-hero of a woman in our show. She's one of our main vampires. She's kick-ass. And we have this scene where we meet. And you think she's going to kill me. And when we were prepping the scene, I said to her, this is your moment as a woman, as an actor, to really just either destroy this guy or seduce this guy, whether you want to punch him in the face, whether you want to kick him, bite him, whatever. It's your world. Live it, I will go with whatever you want. If you want to slap me in the face, go for it. So we start shooting the scene, and she walks up to me, and doesn't have very much clothes on, and it's like 40 degrees. And she takes me and she throws me down on the bus, and she straddles me and she grabs my neck and she says, "I need to feed." And then she grabs me, and I thought she was going to like bite my face. I didn't know what was going to happen. And she grabbed me and she just goes, and she licks the side of my face. And in the moment, I remember the hair raising up on my arms and just thinking, like, is she going to hurt me? Like, is this really going to hurt? Is she going to bite me? Is she going to kick me? And I just remember, and you hear Swan in the edit go, "Ah!" He was just like, he's a guy. He's like an adult man, but he is under the spell of this woman, this vampire, this powerful actor, and powerful character. And it was really amazing to see her switch go as an actor and as a character. And that's sort of almost where you really fall in love with Danica as a character, because she's powerful, she's badass, she's not taking any shit from any man. And it was pretty really, really powerful. One of the million things that we got to do on this show. I can't thank you enough for tuning in. If you don't know, V-Wars is out right now on Netflix. It came out at 3:01 this morning. When I was on Vampire Diaries, we say, hey, Thursday nights, 8 p.m., switch to Netflix, and now it's like, hey, Thursday night at 3 a.m., we're out. Check out the show. Please share it. I want to get into a season 2 because this is an amazing story that needs to be told, to tell really dynamic, relevant, sexy, dangerous, and quite controversial stories. I'm in it. I'm with you. I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Really grateful.